Oh my gosh, I hate this webcam sometimes. What's up? I haven't posted in like a month, like probably a little over a month. The last time I posted was like end of February. You know how things go. Like, I want to make videos and like I have all these ideas, and I'm like, oh, I want to talk about this movie. I want to talk about this music because I want to start talking about music too. I mean, obviously I like music, so, um, but with school, like I had to write like papers, and they have you do a bunch of crap before you get to go on, not winter break, spring break. So it's a week. I have a week off, but I still have to work. But I still have more time. I have more time to make videos, and it's just gonna be nice just to like relax when I'm not at work, which one of those days is today. So, yay. Um, I think today will just be like uh, relaxation plus, you know, making videos, because then I can upload it later. I don't want to like upload so many in one day. I think I want to like space it out. Anyways, this movie that I'm talking about has to actually do with, I know the birds are so loud, I'm so sorry. This movie, actually, I watched it. I had never seen it before, and it was like one of those movies that's like, oh, I want to see it, but I hadn't seen it. Because I want to watch, I like Universal monsters and stuff like that. One of my favorite monster movies, if you want to call it that, is The Wolfman, the original one with Lon Chaney Jr. And I like Frankenstein. I had seen Frankenstein because I used that for a paper. It was talking about I'm in a genre class, and it focuses on sci-fi. We were writing about a subgenre, so like I did sci-fi horror, and I chose 3 movies that dealt with like scientists who created like a monster or something, that was, proved to be chaotic. With the obsessed scientist. I had seen Frankenstein before, but that was like years ago. I know the basic story of Frankenstein, guy who, I'm talking about a different movie, in a video I'm supposed to be talking about the Invisible Man, but I knew the basic story. But I watched it again because I needed to use exact examples. So anyways, I really like The Invisible Man a lot. And here's the thing. I believe that it is scary in like thought, like with the thought of somebody who has that ability to turn invisible, and he doesn't even have an antidote for it yet. Like he's trying to work on an antidote in this movie, but yes, and then I'll do a spoiler alert. Like all my reviews, I talk about the entire movie pretty much, what happens, why I like it, stuff, why I don't like it, stuff like that. I really like this movie. I mean, it deals with there's parts of it that are funny. I think this movie was made in the 30s, if I'm correct. The 30s? I think it was the 30s, and it, parts of it were funny because the way he was just like teasing and and the town of the people of this village, an English village, that was funny. Like and he would like be just like running around, and all you would see would be like pants coming at you because he's invisible, and all he would have his pants on, so you just see pants just which reminds me of Jimmy Neutron, when if you guys have seen Jimmy Neutron, you know what I'm talking about, with like the attack of the killer, I don't know, genes. Like it's just like literally genes that are just like walking. Because I don't know, I can't remember the entire scope of the episode. It actually might have been from the movie, but these genes just like are just like walking around. But it was crazy how this guy, he created this serum type thing that turns him invisible, and how he used it was a perfect like mixture of drugs. And this movie also has a high Rotten Tomatoes rating. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. If it's not 100%, it's like in the 90s. But I don't always agree with Rotten Tomatoes, so whatever. But yeah, I mean, how he, like, the drugs that he uses, and it makes him, like, a very, like, a different person. Because you kind of figure out that he has a love interest, which naturally I feel like almost every single scientist in these sci-fi horror movies has like a love interest, and it's like, oh, you're not acting like yourself. And he has Flora, I believe is her name. Flora is her name, yeah. And like, he obviously wasn't like acting like where he would be like, my favorite scene I have to say is probably when he's explaining, because it's scary and it shows like, whoa, like what, this guy has changed. Is when he's explaining to Kemp, who's also a scientist, he's like, you're gonna be my visible partner. and we're gonna start a reign of terror, and we're gonna take over the world, and you know, and we'll just start with a few murders. And just the guy's voice, I think his name's Cloud Rains, if I'm correct. I don't know if I'm correct about that, but his name's Cloud, or Claude. I don't know how you say it. I'm sorry, I can't say it properly, probably. And just the like his voice, and he's just like, we will start a reign of terror. Like, that is so creepy. And how, what the hell? Sorry, I thought I ripped something. Oh gosh, adjust. Oh my gosh, my eyes look like so tired. Anyways, that was creepy. But part of it was funny because like this woman, she has like the same like scream, and it's like almost like it's overdone. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this woman just like, ah, ah. It's solid. It's not that long of a movie. It's like a little, same with Frankenstein. Like a little over an hour. Not that long of movies. I don't think Bride of Frankenstein was that long either. And I remember watching Bride of Frankenstein when I was younger, and I thought like, well, this is lame. Like, you don't even, you see her in like the last like 5 minutes or something. Like, you don't see her. It's about him looking for a friend and stuff like that. Like, oh, I'll make a lover for my monster, you know? Which is strange because I'm very sure that the first one, Frankenstein, spoiler alert, the monster, Frankenstein's monster, he dies, so I don't know. Boris Karloff, another amazing actor. And I found out for that movie, by the way, that Bela Lugosi was actually offered that role, Dracula, and he now regrets it. But we got Boris Karloff, and it's an amazing. I don't think Bela Lugosi would be tall enough, because I pictured, because there's that iconic, like, he's very tall, and he's got that iconic look, so I don't know. I don't think Bela Lugosi's that tall, is he? I don't know, I feel like he's short. I wish this thing would adjust. I have enough light. This is daytime. Let's make sure it stays that way. But yeah, it was solid. Like, it was entertaining. I thought it was cool. The effects for the 1930s were phenomenal. Okay, freaking phenomenal. Like, turning a guy invisible it's not easy. Like, and then in the late 1920s, Metropolis has amazing effects, and you're like, I have trouble doing stuff with the technology I have now. So it's like the fact that they're able, and I don't think chroma key or green screen was even invented till 1947, so I could be incorrect on that, but the fact that they're able to do that pretty convincingly, make him look invisible, is amazing. And it kind of goes to show like a lot of this stuff is possible, like even when you don't have computers. Like, this is pre computers. Well, the computers that we know, there's obviously computing machines, so it's like the effects still hold up pretty well. I mean, you can kind of see that maybe it's a bit but it's good. Like, the you know, it's a movie that holds up very well, and it's tapping into the fear of, like, you know, advanced science, for sure. The person that has a power or an ability and they can turn, I mean, when science one day is able to make people invisible, you know, that's frightening. Like how you just won't see, and the thing it's scary, if you're in that situation and you can't see the person coming and they're gonna kill you, that's scary. But it was pretty funny, I have to say, because just he would be like singing like rhymes, you know, and of course his creation or discovery of being able to turn invisible is what ends up killing him. And he turns visible when he dies, so it's like, wow. It's kind of like, with great power comes great responsibility, but the problem is, the thing that turns him invisible includes monocaine, which has been known to turn dogs like mad, so. But yeah, he was frightening and creepy, and I really like that actor. I'm probably gonna check out other stuff he's been in. Frightening, he was creepy. He was funny, though, too. Like, the things that, I mean, that could possibly just be, like, something being overdone in the time period. I don't know. Because sometimes, like, with Gone with the Wind, which is, I've seen clips, I haven't seen the whole thing. So, shush. I feel like Scarlett O'Hara, Vivian, her real name is Vivian. Why can't I think of her real full name? Hold on. Scarlett O'Hara, the girl that plays her. Now I'm not gonna say, I feel like I'm gonna say the wrong thing. Hold on. Vivian. Not Vivian Vance. Vivian Lee. Okay, I was correct. I thought that was the wrong thing. I was thinking of Janet Lee. Who wrote this? So, I felt like, I remember watching her in Streetcar Named Desire. I felt like at times she was overdoing it, but that's probably just the style. I'm not saying she's a bad actress. I don't want people coming at me like, oh my gosh, like, it's just the style. I think she's really good. It's just like, sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I just saw this picture. That's such a small world. Someone posted this picture as the different bitch faces. Like, they said, this is resting bitch face. They did. I was like, I don't even really recognize her at first. But, yeah. I don't know why I started talking about... Oh, yeah. I know why now. She won 2 Oscars. She was only 53 when she died. Now I'm, like, learning things about Vivian Lee that I did not know. What? Oh, I was just like, what? Anyways, I recommend that movie. It's, I can't wait to watch it again, and it's like a quick movie, and it's just, they throw you right on into it. I thought it was gonna be, like, him discovering, like, his ability, but no, they just throw you right in. I'm like, oh, we're already meeting the Invisible Man? Like, I was like, dang, I was like, they're not messing around. They're just, like, throwing you in, like, he's invisible. And he's just like, leave me alone. I wanted to be by myself, you know, because he's staying in some village, like, I don't know, apartment or, hello, please do. Okay, anyway. I'm going to post more videos. I don't know if I'm going to do video games. May do something Jane Austen related, because I seem to have fun with those stuff. I hear that there is a Pride and Prejudice digital diary. So, like the Lizzie Bennet diaries, I think is what it's called. So maybe we'll react to some of that stuff. I don't know anything really about Pride and Prejudice. I just know it's a story about pride and a story about prejudice. So, probably do something Jane Austen. For some reason, Jane Austen is becoming my thing, and I don't even read their stuff. I kind of want to see if I can find a good Agatha Christie, like, video game. So, if y'all know one, leave a comment down below. Invisible Man is, like, is a phenomenal film, and I think y'all should watch it. It's a bit scary, but not too scary. Mainly the idea is scary. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I want to make some music related videos talking about music-ish, so I'll see you soon. Bye. Getting closer. Bye.